Listen, let me tell you one thing, okay? This is a fact about this. What you're seeing here, the data you have here, right, on this website, the amount of detail in this site here now, it's brilliant. You have access to more data than 99.99% of private investors. Okay. So use it. Honestly, it's brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm falling in love with it. And like I said, I've proven over the last 2 years of the bear market, okay, the top 10 companies have outperformed AIM by 185% when the market's going down. You imagine what they're like when they're going up. So honestly, I mean, it may take a while to get your head around it, but just play around with it. Most, I'm stunned, right, by the amount of investors who tend to be fundamental investors invest in the story, and I think this should recover because this is going to recover. But the specifics of the business are not very good. For example, the margins are bad, or they don't tend to look at that. Now, if you look at someone, like this, look at Time Finance, right? For example, look at the green on the screen here, right? And why is it green? Not just for the sake of it. It's pretty much the efficiency is good, margin is good. Okay, they're not very good there, but the return on capital is not too bad, but they are still growing. But you got 3 levels of efficiency, 3 levels of health, 5 levels of value, 5 levels of growth. Okay, there's momentum, there's forecasts from the brokers, and even you look at current year and forecast years, and then you look at the valuation in forecast years and the growth up here. Okay, and then you got my sort of take on it down here, my forecast. So yeah, so don't just go what other people say. These are figures. They're all based on fact. I've known many people, especially good investors. I'm not going to mention any names. All a bit crap at stock picking. And I mean, they're professionals, as they're supposed to be. They hold a lot of weight with people. So don't just go on people. Say, if you want to ask, and no one ever tells you this, right? No one ever tells. This is why I put it at the top of my book. These people on Twitter, social media, or people you regard as very good, ask them, say, what's your 10-year track record in investing? How much money have you made? Because that's the ultimate judge of how good someone is, regardless of how flashy they are with the numbers or how good a game they talk. How much money have you made in investing? Because that's the ultimate rule, the judge, the yardstick. That's it. So, would you take business advice from someone who's never run a business or has never run a successful business? I would prefer to take advice from someone who's a serial entrepreneur who's literally made 5 successful exits than one guy who's a consultant on LinkedIn who's had one business and he exited very quickly because he didn't really like it. But he can talk a good game. He's a good salesman. So be careful of the good salesman. Ask anyone, what is your track record investing in the last 10 years? Because I know some of these people who tend to be quite good have had nightmares, absolute nightmares. And I wouldn't let them run my portfolio.